Sugar, the sweet signal. Sugar is the world's most common craving, and for good reason. From an evolutionary point of view, sweet flavors meant safe energy. Your ancestors didn't have candy bars or sodas. Sweetness meant ripe fruit, calories they could trust. When you eat sugar, it enters your bloodstream quickly, raising your blood glucose. Your brain lights up with dopamine in the reward center, the same area activated by winning or falling in love. For a short while, you feel alert and satisfied. But the rise is sharp, and so is the fall. As insulin works to lower your blood sugar, your energy dips and your brain asks for more. That repeating spike and crash is why cravings return even when you're not hungry. It's not about needing food, it's about your brain trying to relive that quick burst of pleasure. Over time, this loop trains you to reach for sweets whenever you're tired, bored, or stressed. The craving becomes emotional, not nutritional. 2. Screens. The endless scroll. Scrolling, swiping, checking. These are the digital version of cravings. Every time you unlock your phone, your brain releases a tiny bit of dopamine in anticipation, not from what you see, but from what you might see. That's why checking notifications feels good even before you open them. Each new post, message, or video acts like a lottery ticket. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But the uncertainty keeps your brain guessing, and guessing keeps it hooked. Psychologists call this a variable reward system, the same mechanism behind slot machines. It's not the win that's addictive, it's the possibility of one. Your brain learns that scrolling equals stimulation, and because digital rewards come fast and easy, real-world focus starts feeling slow and boring. That's not laziness, it's neurochemistry adjusting to a faster pace of feedback. 3. Salt crunch, the texture trap. Ever notice how hard it is to stop eating chips once you start? It's not just flavor, it's the combination of salt, fat, and sound. That crunch you hear with every bite actually enhances satisfaction. The texture itself becomes part of the reward. Food scientists design snacks to hit what's called the bliss point, a perfect mix that maximizes pleasure without making you full too quickly. That's why you can eat a whole bag and still want more. Salt boosts dopamine release, fat gives comfort, and the crunch adds rhythm to the act of eating. Together, they trick your brain into thinking something important is happening, like you're accomplishing a tiny goal each time you chew. The craving isn't for chips specifically, it's for stimulation. It's your sensory system asking for noise, flavor, and satisfaction in one moment. 4. Validation, the invisible snack. Some cravings aren't physical at all, they're social. The need for validation, a compliment, a like, a reply, activates the same brain regions as a small reward. When someone acknowledges you, dopamine rises. That's why it feels good to post something and see reactions come in. Over time, the brain links self-worth to feedback. If no one reacts, it feels like something's missing, even if you know it logically doesn't matter. That empty feeling, that's a micro-withdrawal. Humans evolved in groups where approval meant survival. Being liked kept you safe, so your brain still treats validation as a resource. Today, instead of eye contact and conversation, we chase notifications and followers. It's not vanity, it's programming. The challenge is learning to separate connection from confirmation. One feeds your soul, the other just feeds your dopamine. 5. Love, the natural addiction. Love might be the most powerful craving of all. When you fall for someone, your brain releases a cocktail of dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, the same trio involved in bonding and pleasure. That's why the presence of someone you care about can calm your nerves instantly, and their absence can feel like withdrawal. Early love feels electric because dopamine floods the brain's reward system, making everything about that person seem extraordinary. But as time passes, oxytocin, the bonding chemical, takes over, creating comfort instead of excitement. When love fades or breaks, the same circuits that lit up begin to ache. You're not just sad, your brain is chemically adjusting to the loss of a consistent reward. That's why heartbreak feels physical. The craving for love isn't weakness. It's biology asking for connection,